When did you first take Valium?
When I was about 13 years old.
People continue to mix drugs and take substances like diazepam. They're dying.
Do you want to put you down? I've got you. Watch yourself.
The last time I seen him, he was like a skeleton with a skin graft.
Diazepam's always been around, and it's always been consistent.
Scotland's little helper.
Yeah, Scotland's little helper, yeah.
Whilst alcohol, ecstasy and heroin have historically been at the centre of Scotland's drug scene, Valium has been a silent partner, hard at work in the background, with many users craving a tranquilised existence. It's 10:15 a.m. and Jamie is calling his dealer.
Hi mate, cool. What? I scored mate, I scored. No worries mate, that sounds ideal. Cheers mate, sweet. It's like it's your favourite kind of sweetie, it tastes like that.
He has a Valium addiction, and like thousands of other people in Scotland, he doesn't get the pills from his doctor. He buys them from a local dealer. Do you want to show us what you got then? So how many's in there?
10 in the heat strip.
Yeah. Oh, you bought 20?
That's what, when I said I score, that means 20.
How much does 20 cost?
£20. Aye, that's breakfast.
Yeah, I mean...
Excuse me?
Would you consider yourself to be dependent on Valium?
At the moment, aye. Yeah. It fills that emptiness and it feels like it's your own shield, or you're wrapped in bubble wrap and things don't really matter as much. But then again, the problem's still there in the morning if you're willing to just not address it, but they certainly do help and calm stresses of life.
Scotland has a big problem with Valium, otherwise known as diazepam. 76% of drug-related deaths involve the pills, or drugs similar to them, compared to figures in England and Wales of just 11%.
You're invisible, invincible, and indestructible.
Right.
So you're king, you know what I mean? Like, nobody can touch you.
In Dundee, there has been a recent spate of overdoses involving the once widely prescribed drug. It wasn't long before I met Billy, who explained to me the wide range of pills available on the street.
I can show you some of the pills that are actually available.
Right, so that's MTZs. What are these pills like?
The last batch of them were kind of like a killer batch, a really, really bad batch, you know what I mean? But there's Cox, the yellows.
How much were these each?
It's always 20 for a tenner.
So that's 50p per pill?
50 pence per
Is the going
pill.
rate, basically.
And there was Tiva, the stencil. Again, they're still not real. You know what I mean? It's very, very rare that you'll see somebody with a box of real diazepam.
It was clear from talking to Billy that not all the blue pills on the street contained genuine Valium. Many of them were fake. I met Kenny Simpson at Police Scotland, who has made tackling the Valium issue a priority. He showed me a range of fake Valium tablets recovered from raids on DIY drug factories.
This is just a sample of a large seizure of tablets that have been illicitly produced. We've had seizures of 1 million tablets in one operation, so that reflects the scale of what's actually out there. The main issues are twofold: the illicit production of the tablets, which brings with it the concerns that it's not pharmacists, and then the serious and organised crime involvement in diverting blister pack tablets from lawful production. Probably one of the most understated drugs, and has been for a long number of years. The users can be quite ambivalent about what the outcome is in terms of their health. But if people continue to mix drugs and take substances like diazepam or the equivalent, they're dying.
Many of these blue pills contain Valium-like drugs far stronger and potentially more dangerous than whatever users think they're buying. Back in Dundee, I met a user named Levi and his friend AJ. They'd known each other since Levi was young. The whole time he'd been addicted to Valium. Levi was heading home to take some blue pills he'd recently bought.
There's a problem. Yeah.
Did you put them in the Kinder Egg?
Aye.
The pills Levi was taking looked very similar to the fake tablets I'd seen at the police station. They had NTZ stamped on them and were sold loose. When you moved to Dundee, did you find that Valium was very easily available?
The first thing I got asked when I stepped off the bus was, do you want any Valium?
Wow.
When I first started taking Valium, I used to take them out in the street and I'd end up going and think I was invisible, I'd go shoplifting and stuff. Whereas now, I get my Valium, I come back, I come to the house, I'll sit, I'll shut the door, and that's me. I do it the proper way. Whereas people do it the wrong way by just going around the town full of it, pinching things and that. Well, I don't do that. I'm a beggar. Sitting there begging actually does give you a nice feeling. You're sat there, you're not harming anybody, so they're willing to help you.
When did you first take Valium?
When I was about 13-year-old. I was young, I might have been only 11.
How old are you now?
I'm 29.
Would you usually take 30, 40 Valium as well as smoking legal highs and taking methadone? Okay, so that's not unusual. Like many users, Levi was taking Valium with a combination of other drugs. This can be particularly dangerous, and the effects were really starting to show. Jerking in it, man. Do you want me to help you put it up? Pop it on the floor, pop it on the floor.
So how long have you been doing this job for then?
Sorry mate, just really surprised me and came out of nowhere.
It might meet some strange people, some colourful people.
Well, you could say that, you could say.
What is it on for?
As we continued to chat, there were moments when it became difficult to understand Levi.
Woke up pinched in there. Who am I to got up back?
He'd have moments of clarity and then drop off. I thought you fell asleep then. Do you want to put me down? I've got you. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. How you feeling?
Yeah, believe me, Levi has a little song out.
I'll just put this out so it doesn't burn the carpet. You've got a Bible over there.
Yeah. I'm Christian.
You're Christian?
Yeah, I still believe. I hope, I pray that there's somewhere better than this. After this life. What's this, man? Oh, what? There is no stupid.
That kind of smells like it might be burning. Would you like to stop taking Valium?
Yeah. I'm very afraid this isn't alright. You must see it all. Don't touch them, son. They're just the help us. Levi goes to cell one day about what's Mars will help us. How do they help you? Then we have a couple of these. Oh, now I know how to help you. Huh? Now the Levi's will help us. We started taking them.
Levi was shutting himself off from the world to avoid getting into trouble whilst high on Valium, the very drug he used to deal with loneliness and isolation. Valium has been widely prescribed for anxiety and depression since the 60s. However, in the late 80s, doctors started to scale this back because so many patients developed addictions. Gareth Barmer has worked to help drug users for 10 years at the charity Ad Action. He explained to me why Scotland has such a big problem with Valium.
But like lots of things, it was seen as a bit of a panacea. I mean, and this is not a Scottish thing, this is a worldwide thing. And they work. And so they were prescribed, but nobody really saw the problems. Because when they were first sold, not addictive. I mean, I think you can find the adverts, from, this is a new great drug that, it's not addictive, it's not like the barbiturates or some of these other drugs that were really dangerous, it's going to be great. They were wrong. It was dependence producing or addictive. And interestingly, has a really quite severe withdrawal.
How many pills, what kind of doses are people taking that you're seeing coming into the service?
It's not abnormal for somebody to be taking 30, 40 a day. If you take a drug every day, you build tolerance to that drug. Like a lot of medicines, the longer you take something, the less effective it tends to become. You tend to see more of the negative side effects and less of the positive effects of the drugs over long periods of time. And a lot of people using drugs, they're always chasing that feeling that they'll never get back.
Why is there such a high use of Valium in Scotland?
Oh, we are famous for caring about our money in Scotland. So, £10 rock of crack, smoke it, you'll be stimulated for 10, 15 minutes, it'll feel good. For the same price, I could have 100 milligrams of diazepam, where you'll be able to escape from your reality for the next couple of days. Diazepam's always been around, and it's always been consistent.
Scotland's little helper.
Yeah, Scotland's little helper, yeah.
Do you think the rise of drug-related deaths in Scotland is connected to the sort of extensive use of Valium on the street?
I would say on its own, no, it's not. Unfortunately, and when people are dying from drug death, overdose in Scotland, it's polydrug use. It's Valium plus alcohol, it's Valium plus heroin, it's Valium plus methadone. So when it's used in combination with those drugs, yes, it is dangerous, and it is, it is implicated in those deaths from our perspective. And normally what's happened to people is they're becoming so relaxed that their brain just stops telling them to breathe anymore.
Gareth put me in touch with Joe Roden, whose son John had died after taking the tablets aged 32. Like Levi and many other users, John had mixed Valium with methadone. Joe took me to the flat where John's body had been found 3 years ago.
This is wee John's house in the first tenement there on the top.
Have you been down here since?
No.
You've not been down since?
No.
Do you find yourself kind of craning round when you pass in the car? Or?
Well, I didn't look. If it's a coping mechanism or what, I don't know. Nice place he lived in, nothing matter with it. It's just where he died. And it's only a house, he's not there. I don't really want to look at it, but that's it. Because it's the same blinds.
Is that what haunting you?
Yeah. Because I broke them. Because when I went in, the police had the blinds down, like the way they are now. And I tried to pull them up and the string came away and I grabbed them and I broke them. So, I mean, that's where he died, sitting on the sofa. It's hard to believe. It is.
Joe, mate, come on. Are there a lot of people in the sort of wider community who've lost people to Valium as well?
Yeah, definitely, yes. At least one a month.
How many people do you personally know who've lost people to
Personally?
Valium overdoses?
One. 5.
5 personally? And that's all in the last few years?
Yeah. Last year.
In the last year?
Yeah.
Joe's close friend Caroline lost her brother Sean to an overdose involving Valium 4 years ago.
Everyone, like, my wee brother was just like a hit in the face for me. Because he was a baby. I never expected it, Phil. You seen him and you seen it. He was getting worse and worse. And the last time I seen him, he was like a skeleton with a skin graft. And it was like you could see his bones right through his skin. It was horrible.
Do you ever really think about maybe why your brother took drugs?
I can't understand how he started.
I think at first they think they can control their drug intake, but they can't. The drugs take over, don't they? And that's hard. That's hard for us to live with. You're angry at people that are making them, you're angry at people that are sending them. You just get angry, and then it's all sadness. You're angry at them for taking them. But they took them for a reason, and I think it's to escape from your reality.
I mean, it didn't matter what I said to him. It didn't matter what anybody said to him. You know what I mean? And then you just got to
It's just a downward spiral, isn't it? Rather than an upward struggle. It's a downward spiral, isn't it?
Earlier on, I promised Levi I would pop back to see him. However, when I got to his flat, he seemed pretty out of it. I met with Levi's friend AJ, who'd previously been his drug worker. She decided to visit him when she'd heard about the cocktail of drugs that he'd been taking.
Or not.
Levi, it's AJ!
It's right there, yeah.
It's AJ, man. Get a grip of yourself, kid. It's okay, eyes. Yeah, huh? You took 2 strips, haven't you?
No, I took
see what I mean? Don't lie to me, Levi, because I know.
I've seen you, I'll tell you the truth. I've had 20.
20 what?
20 blues.
Dodgy ones.
And TZs.
Do you know where you should be? Where I am. You can't cope on your own, Levi. The way you are now.
I was in there,
You know what I'm going to say to you, don't you, Levi?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Get the fucker cleaned up now.
Get the fucking cleaned up and get your head sorted. Get your things out your arse, right? Don't do what everybody else is doing around you and do what you want to do. I've never ever seen your flat like this before.
It would never happen.
I've seen you in this state. Worse than this. But I've never seen your flat like this, please. Do you know if that lad didn't come for me tonight and I didn't see you in the town, do you know what would happen? I'd be looking for you in Dundee.
For
you.
And the should have been in.
That's me. Worried about you. But again, you cannot kid a kidder.
No, I know.
Been there and done it myself.
No, I mean, I know
exactly.
I know someone who works in the Losers who wants
Please don't smoke that in front of me. That legal high. Please. I don't take it myself, so.
I'll do that.
Thank you. Whoa, Levi, man. Away, son. Away. Put your head together, kidder. Give your head a shake. Levi, man. Put yourself together, kidder. He's had a bereavement briefly. He had 2 when I was working with him. And obviously, he's had a loved one since I haven't been working with him, you know? So that's been the last 4 years, you know? So that is quite a thing on his head, playing, and he hasn't breathed over it. He hasn't. I don't like seeing you like this, you know. I like to just to boot you up the arse and get you into gear. It's one of them, sorry for swearing.
Maybe Dad.
You know, but that's what I feel like doing. I do, but I can't. So I know that you're going to be alright.
No, honestly, now I'm going to be alright.
No, just to know that I know that you're going to be alright.
Then just because I got 5 minutes in the morning night. It's not for tomorrow.
How many you brought today?
No, there was 80 or something in the packet. In the thing. It was
Right in the bag.
probably 50. It's in 2 bars.
So you've took 30 today? Yeah?
No, 20.
You took 20 today, don't you?
Yeah.
Are you going to be alright?
Yeah. Honestly. No.
I do worry about you, darling. I do worry about him, I do. You know,
Sorry about you as well.
I'm alright, I'm spot on. So I need to know, Levi, what you're to know. He's just picking all his legal hijacers up. I can't believe you little shithead. Hang them up now. Close me beats, hang them up.
If you hang them up, it's against the law. It doesn't like you to be the jealous lord.
You're against Lord? Oh,
No,
please
it's
don't.
the jealous lord.
Don't. I need. Right, Levi. What's your smoke alarm doing on the floor?
Is he going to be right to leave? You happy to leave him?
Yeah, I'm happy to leave him because he's. He's sound as a pound. He knows, you know, he's talking to me. You know, he's opened his eyes like he is now. You know, with a smile on his face. Yeah. You know, I know he's happy. Right, I'm going anyway, big boy. I love you and leave you, you know. I do. I'm leaving my spirit in this room to look after you. Right? Where's the bin chute?
The door.
Right outside your door?
Yeah.
It wants to be, you know. I'm not going running over these stairs.
I think I'm running up these stairs for bins.
Yeah.
Fuck that, put her up.
Coming to Dundee, I'd half expected to find people high on Valium, having a good time. But the reality was very different. Valium is a lonely drug, offering only a temporary escape from life's problems.
You need to sort out deprivation. Unfortunately in Scotland we have some real poverty-stricken communities. So I can sit with somebody and we can really engage with somebody, but unfortunately they've got to go home.
I went to meet Levi the next day to see how he was doing. How many Valium tablets did you take yesterday?
Probably be 100 eventually.
So is that a normal amount for you to take in a day?
Yeah. But I was on 230 tablets a day, and I was still walking around like it was no tomorrow.
Walking around like it was no tomorrow?
Like there was no tomorrow. It should knock a horse out, man.
Yeah.
But the Levi just wonder as long as it's no matter. No problem.
Do you worry about your health?
No. Why? Why bother about health?
That's all you got.
We all die at some point.
I know, but it's all you got till that happens.
When that happens, that happens. I'm not saying I want to die early by any chance. I want a nice long life. But please believe, I've had some funny old life, me. Yeah. If I went tomorrow, it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, do you want to come off Valium? You want to stop taking Valium?
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself to be addicted then?
Yeah. Everyone has choices in their life to do right or wrong. It's up to them to make that choice. Time to start looking for a job and stuff. start becoming back into society and working hard like I used to. So I used to do voluntary work and everything, and I'm just going through a blip at the minute.
What would you say to people about Valium, as someone who's had a lot of close personal experience with it?
She can be the loveliest woman in the world, and she can be the most evilest cow in the world.
What Valium can?
Yeah.
So what?
She can be amazing, and she can be the God and she can be the devil.
I'll get mine, yeah.
Hello there.
I don't want to come and interrupt you.
So,
Take it away.
I'm good enough to come in there.
Well, it's very helpful. Thank you.
No
Nice to meet
problem.
you.